This is King Noble Black Supremacy, and with this particular video I want to talk about being conscious but being distracted or attached to your phantom self in the matrix. So first of all, I got to break down what a phantom is. Phantom is another word for a ghost or an apparition, something that you see that's not necessarily there, that's not necessarily physical. It doesn't really exist as a physical entity or a physical reality, so it's considered a ghost, something that's kind of overlaid over the physical, but transparent enough where eventually if you wake up you can see through it. So it's a certain type of transparency there that makes it a ghost. How they came into this idea, this phantom reality that relates to my topic in this video, is dealing with phantom limbs. And some scientists, I won't destroy his name in this video, but I'll put his name in the description, found out that there's a such thing as a phantom limb. And what a phantom limb is after amputees get their arms cut off, they still have a semblance of the arm that was cut off still being there. Like they still feel like they actually have that arm, like they can move it, they have feelings in it, they feel pain in it, they feel like there's still an arm there even though it's been cut off, or there's still legs or a finger, whatever's been amputated. They still feel like it's still there even though it's not. Within their perceptual framework, it's still there within their nervous system. They're still conscious of that limb even though it has been severed. So that was called a phantom limb. So then, what is a phantom self? A phantom self is a self that is no longer there anymore. You woke up, you became conscious, the old you died. A lot of us have this question of, how could people wake up? We know they're conscious, but they're still acting out unconsciousness, or acting in some way that is unconscious. They're still acting out the ways of those who are asleep and in Babylon, in the Matrix. But we've built with them, we've talked to them, we know they've woke up. We know they have some consciousness. What's going on? This video explains it. They are attached or distracted by their phantom self. It's no longer there. The old them has died. There's somebody new. They've been reborn. They've been rebirthed. They are a new entity. But they're still attached to that old sense of them. They're still looking at the world from that perspective. And they're still playing out the tapes of that dead being. They're still trying to live in the matrix of who they were. They don't want to let go. They're attached. They haven't grieved and just got over it, that they died, their funeral, they're dead, that self is there no more. You woke up. You'll never be that entity in the matrix again. It's not even there. Matter of fact, when you wake up, most people that are asleep can look at you and tell that you woke up. It's something different about you. You can have conversations with people and they can tell right away it's something different about you. You're not the same person. Somehow you have woke up. They can tell. You don't see how they could tell because you're living in your phantom self. You still believe that that's you. The old you is you, that you have not radically and dramatically changed. You're attached to being the old you. That limb is gone. You still want to feel the feelings of that limb. You still want to feel that arm. You still want to move that arm. You think that you still have that arm. If you truly woke up, the you that you thought you were is dead. That you has died. And you have to let go of everything connected, all the ideas, the memories, the consciousness, and the perception that is attached to that old you, you have to let that completely die and go. You have to realize that that is gone, that is there no more. So that you can be the true awakened being that you are. You have fear of moving into that total awakening. Your attachment to your comfort zone or the old reality that you once knew deals a lot with your fear of moving into the new consciousness and the new being and the new entity that you are. You are afraid of what that entails, the consequences of that, the repercussions of that, the challenges and obstacles of that. You're scared of that next level. So you cling to the old you and try to keep yourself on a smaller level, on a minimal level, afraid to confront life, afraid to accept the new challenges of being an awakened being, an expanded being that can no longer contract. You're afraid of that. It's new to you. You're afraid that if you really live as a true awakened entity that you are, that you're crazy, out of control, demon possessed, no one can relate to you, you've went overboard, you've lost your mind. So you cling to that old sense of self that's died. You cling to that. And you don't believe that you can function beyond that reality. But unfortunately, you woke up. And you are somebody new, undeniably, unescapably. Your consciousness has expanded and it can't go back. You have to let that phantom self go. You have to let the old you that has died rest in peace and step off into the new you. Stop trying to be cool and identify with your old paradigm. Stop trying to make sense based upon the old logic and old rationale of your old paradigm. Let go of that mediocrity. Let go of those limitations. And embrace the new you, the new reality. Feast your eyes on that. Stop being distracted by your phantom self. Seeing your old limitations. Seeing your inability in the past. Seeing only what you were able to do in the past and not expanding your consciousness to what you're able to do now that you have awakened. Stop being distracted by your phantom self. And embrace the new, real, conscious, divine you. This is King of Black Supremacy.